Hey, what is going on guys? RvzStealth here, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a very interesting Camille build and playstyle that a few challenger players right now are using on the Korean server. So the rank 32 player right now on the Korean server is going for this kind of playstyle, as well as another high ranked challenger player. But a lot of the other players, a lot of the lower tier players, they're still really good, but they're going for the Ravenous Hydra and the Trinity Force and the Sterix Gauge, items like that. But these players are going for a very different build on Camille and a very different playstyle, which we are going to talk about in this video. So with that being said, let's get started. So we're going to be using the rank 32, his account, to take a look at like what he's going right now and what he's like building, the runes and masteries that he is taking on Camille. So first off here, if we take a look at his build is very interesting. So he starts off with a Sunfire Cape Rush. Now what a lot of other players are going right now is they're going Tiamat Rush and then into a Trinity Forest, finish the Ravenous Hydra, but he's not doing that. He's going for a Sunfire Cape. After Sunfire Cape, he goes for a Trinity Force, and then after Trinity Force, he just builds full tank. He doesn't even go for any more offensive items like at all in most of his games. And right now, he's got a 79% win rate on Camille by going this build. Now, of course, Camille just came out, so he's only got 14 games played on the champion, but still with 14 games played and an 80% win rate, that is still really good for a new champion. So unfortunately, there isn't a sample full build that I can give you that he's going, because none of his games have gone to like super late game where he's max build, but his core items on Camille are Sunfire Cape, Trinity Force, and Spirit Visage. He usually goes those every single game. For boots, it looks like Merc Treads is what he goes for most games. Yeah, pretty much every single game he does go for Merc Treads. Now what a lot of other people are going right now on Camille for boots is the CDR boots, but I feel like I guess he's going the Merc Treads because he wants the extra resist in those team fights. He wants to be able to stay really mobile and just not get kited really easily, because once you do go in with Camille, like once you use your E and you dash in, then you can definitely get kited pretty easily. So the Merc Treads do help you out with that. For the Keystone Mastery that he is taking right now, and for the Mastery page that he's going on Camille, he is switching it up almost every single game. He's switching between the Courage of the Colossus and Grasp of the Undying. So I wasn't really able to come up with a trend as to why he goes one in a certain situation. He pretty much switches like every single game, so he must be testing out right now like which one he likes better or which one he does think is the best, but he is switching between that Courage and between the Grasp of the Undying. And I'll put an example mastery page up here for you guys of both of the different pages that he would use. For the ability maxing that he's going on his Camille, it is very different than what a lot of other Camille players are going right now. So at level 1, he is taking W, at level 2 E, and then at level 3 Q. Now that is pretty standard, a lot of Camille players are going that, but what he's doing is he's maxing his W out first, his Q second, and his E last. What a lot of other Camille players are doing right now is you're maxing Q first, E second, and then W last. So I think the reason to why he's doing this is because he's building tank Camille. He really isn't going for like a damage Camille build, and therefore maxing your Q out isn't really that necessary because it does have a pretty good AD ratio on it, and therefore there's not much point in maxing it if you're not going to be building a whole lot of AD. So I think that is the reason to why he does max out his W first in this situation. And then lastly here, his rune page that he's going on Camille is also different than what a lot of other Camilles are going. So what he's doing is he's taking attack damage marks, he's going magic resist glyphs, armor seals, and then AD quints. What a lot of other Camille players are going is they do like that attack speed, so they're taking some attack speed quints, and then a lot of other Camilles are also going for health per level seals instead of the armor. But I guess since he is playing more of a tank Camille, he is going for those armor seals in this situation, and then I guess he feels like he doesn't really need the attack speed, but I feel like attack speed is pretty good on Camille, so I'm not too sure which one is better, but he is going for just that as much AD as possible, so AD marks, AD quints, and then the resist from the glyphs and the seals. So that is going to be all for this video, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy this type of video. I have made a type of video like this for C9 Sneaky, taking a look at what champions he plays, as well as Quas, who did finish the season at rank 1. So if you haven't checked out those videos and you would like to, then I will leave an annotation on screen here for you guys. But with that being said, thanks for watching. I hope you all have an awesome day, and I will see you in my next video.